Welcome back, everybody. It's Jonstealth here, and today we're going to go over the top 3 things to do to get ready for the Winter Convergence Festival, which will come into the live server probably, I'm guessing, this week, possibly next week, or most definitely next week. But most likely, I'm thinking hopefully this week. That'll be really, really good. But anyways, we're going to get ready for that stuff. So number one thing is basically getting your crafting up and also leveling, more specifically leveling up furnishing, because furnishing makes trophies and trophies makes a lot of money, and there's a high demand for that stuff. People will spend thousands of gold just to like get some specific trophies and stuff like that, because trophies really do help out you in leveling or gathering or whatever, so they really do help out. Second, we're going to be buying any of those mats that are required for you to be crafting, because those mats are going to get expensive because there'll be a huge rush for that stuff. So we're going to be doing that. And number three, just farming elemental notes is just good money just in general. So we'll be farming some of that, and I'll just show you on the map where that's located, so that way you guys can farm some of the most important stuff, because literally they do sell for quite a bit. So number one, we're gonna go to the trading post and show you guys basically why I like furnishing quite a bit. So right now I'll show you my orders. I have basic loot trophies, so this is going for about 55,000 gold. So I put that for 14 days, and I'll just show you. It costs one of these to make it. So the stack deck is like pretty close to 40,000. So costs 40,000 to make, pretty much. So it's pretty expensive. But the thing is, like, if you're the only guys, like I'm the only guy on the server that's crafted it, so therefore I have like a monopoly. And what I'm trying to do now is that even if it doesn't sell, I also take that trophy and try to make the legendary trophy, and that will for sure sell. So right now I'm going to try to max out my furnishings to get ready for the patch. And or if it does sell, like, I could just level up furnishing super quick. So there's that. And it does pay quite a bit to get into tier 4 sections, because no one doesn't have tier 4 on my server to sell at the moment. So higher pop service is going to be a little bit different. On the higher pop servers, they might have tier 5 already, just because they could probably get the mats cheaper on the trading post, because like multiple people will have stacked decks on the higher pop for sure. So just keep that in mind. But trophies still pay pretty well in general, and that is kind of what I would say. And also, when you're leveling up, so when you hit 200, there's this thing called aptitude now, so that's going to be coming out. So basically there'll be 2 ticks on this, and what these ticks do is that every time you're leveling up your furnishing, every tick that you get a chest. So the first tick, you just get generic items. The second chest, you get really good items, because you have a chance of getting the stack deck and a few other trophies as well that you can craft and make tier 4 trophies. So that's really cool. And then up here, you just get recipes for whatever profession that you're leveling up at that time. So right now, if I was leveling up furnishing, I'll get furnishing recipes or schematics, and like so. Cooking's the same. You'll just get the recipes though, or schematics. So that is going to be for the crafting. So there will be a high demand for that stuff, and it'll be really good just to start leveling up on your crafting. And I just think crafting in general is just going to be really nice to have. And I'll show you. And then the second one we're going to go into is basically, I don't know what you call this, components or refining materials and stuff like that. So these two are going to be the most valuable on the stock market, on the trading post, because they're worth a lot, because these are really good for leveling up. Same with this. So these will become pretty high priced pretty soon, I'm guessing, depending on what material you're going with. So you can see you also get additional crafting bonuses. So this one's only 8, so not as good, but the obsidian flux is a lot better, because you get 13%. So people want to buy these, especially these the tier 4 or 5s, because you get better crafting materials. So if you're making orcal ingots, you really want to be multiplying those chances of getting that. You can get gear for this as well. I don't know if they released the gear yet to have a higher percentage, but you know what, you want to put on all your gear to have a higher percentage of crafting that. So you get extra loot get extra resources for just putting on gear or just buying those things. So that's that, and I'll show you guys how much they're going for. So for the crafting components, I'll go into refining. So these are the crafting components. I find the most valuable ones are going to be like the solvents. You can see like on my server, they're going for ridiculous prices, you know, right now. And then on the pier is pretty high price, but it's not as valuable because there's such a high demand of this stuff. Like this guy has 10,000 ready to sell, right? So I think that guy knew that the patch is going to come out, and probably what's going to happen is that either people are going to buy up all these things for dirt cheap. Like this is cheap right now. I probably might buy some of these for this price. You know, 8 cents is a pretty good price. Like I do a little bit of tailoring as well, or outfitting, so this might be a good price to buy. But obsidian sandpaper is very valuable too, because there's a lot of nerf with wood nerf, especially with werewood. So the thing is, you want to multiply your resources. You can see if you just use the fine sandpaper, which is cheaper, it's 15%. But if you use obsidian, wow, look at that boost, 40%. So say if you're leveling and trying to get to 150, like this is gonna definitely help you out having the obsidian sandpaper. You spend a little bit to get a 50% chance of getting extra of this, because to farm this is now really a lot more difficult than a lot more difficult now. So because the wolves and the bears and stuff like that drop like nothing. They absolutely drop nothing. I thought they would make them where they drop the same amount, but like the respawn's just way longer, like 2 minutes or 5 minutes or something like that. That would be not too bad, but they only drop like 1 or 5 planks of werewood, you know, not planks, but like just werewood in general. So not the greatest. So that's been nerfed. So I would try to stock up on those things, because you know what, they're the leading thing for leveling in pure profession, right? So like I might just buy these out, and then I won't buy this out because this is mine. I'll probably just buy it out every time and then get people to buy this, and you know what, it's just better, because then I could just make a lot more profit out of it. So that's that. And then lastly, farming elemental stuff is going to be important, the motes, because they also kind of got a little bit of a nerf. So farming the plants is the best route, and the best route is probably going to be in Glass Lake and Great Cleave. So there's the more rare element, basically motes here. So you got your death, your soul or your spirit, and then you also have your air. So they're all going to be around this area. So what I like to do is I like to teleport here, run down, and then start from the left side. I go up here and then start making my way down, grab tons of motes around here, and come back up. And basically just go around in a circle until I feel like I had enough, and then I go sell it or make some stuff, you know. So really good place. I will also leave this in the description. I think it's like newworld-maps.com. Shows all the motes in the entire map. So look that in the description. It'll be like all over the place, and I'll show you guys basically where all the motes are, so you can farm whatever you want. And also just like in general, there's also like tier 3 chests. There's chests that you can loot for tier 3s, which tier 3 chests actually drops those stacked decks and those trophies as well. So you'll get some in, I got mine like here in this area, Craigview. And it was a tier 3 chest, so I was able to open that and got my stacked deck for free. So that was really, really nice. So go look that up. I'll put it in the description, and you guys can look up whatever you guys want to farm and make some money that way. So that's pretty much it for this. The first thing, just leveling up all your crafting stuff to 200 would be really good. And to get the next one, to get the components to level up these crafting items would be really, really good idea. So that way, because people need those components to make any of those furnishing, whatever. So those would be a really good investment to have. And then lastly, farming those elemental notes would be really, really good. And I'm just gonna put the fourth one just to farm those tier 3 chests, so you can get the stacked deck as well, which will further help you guys, because like just if you guys get those stacked decks, then you can get some really good items. But mind you, whenever you do chest farming, have to put on your luck gear, right? So like today, this is just a bonus. I got this for like 500 gold. It doesn't really, like, the stats, the perks like kind of suck, but like the stats are not too bad, like constitution and strength, and also 2.8 luck. I would just put that on just for the luck, and then just to loot all the chests and stuff like that. So you know what, like you can actually find some stuff for pretty darn cheap, but like try to get a set just all luck, and also do your weapons as well. Like I obviously don't use this, I use my bow, or I use my musket, which is 2.3, and I just have lucky around, put the pearls on, and then go from there. Like my rings and my bags, they all have luck, right? So it's going to further help you guys get the stacked deck. So mind you, bags are really expensive, highly don't recommend it. It's like you easily spend like 5k per bag, you know, so they're really expensive. But I haven't found any other nice bags on my server for more, but these are kind of the best I could find. But you can definitely get bags for 10k, and yeah, they do help you out because having that extra like 0.2% is 0.2% is actually kind of nice. So that's it for that, and I hope you guys like this video. Like and subscribe. I always post tips and tricks and guide videos for New World and other videos as well. So I'll probably do some Icarus and play some Halo 2 and Halo Infinite, and just play some of those games and post some of that. So you see a little bit of that, and yeah, till then I'll see you guys in the next video.